What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 861,926. TikTok next block. It is the Fed day today, the FOMC meeting, and the Fed cut interest rates by 50 basis points. That's a lot, guys, and it hasn't been lowered in like 4 years or something like that. But they had to do it. I think they're maybe a year too late, personally. But yeah, and obviously asset prices have been going up. I've seen that gold, I think it hit an all-time new high. I don't know about adjusting for inflation, but and then Bitcoin pumped up a couple grand short term and everything else. I think it'll go down in the next couple days. I think people will sell off. But the 50 basis point, that's a lot. A lot of people wanted them to do 75 bips. And let me tell you, I listened to Jerome Powell today, and that guy is full of it, man. He is just he's a conniving liar, man. You know, the last meeting, he was just like, oh, we're, basically saying everything's fine and we're not going to do anything. And then this meeting, he's just like, what do you mean? Yeah, of course we're lowering it to, by 50 basis points. I'm just like, what? I'm like, is anybody paying attention to this? This guy is crazy. And for this man to have this much power to even be talking and the market move, it's crazy. Because I always watch it, and then I have my computer up and looking at the markets, and it's just, he's the most powerful man in the economy. He really is. And with the couple of weeks left in the fiscal year of 2024, because it ends, starts, the new year starts October 2024 and ends the end of September. There's going to be a lot of pain for a lot of people. And, they're playing a balancing game, the Fed, because they have to pretend like everything's okay. But you can't say these things with your words and then drop the interest rates by 50 bips. Because if everything's okay, then why are you dropping the rates? Especially by 50 bips. That's a lot, you know what I mean, relatively speaking. And they're saying that the betting markets are saying he's going to do another 50 bips over the next two meetings. So it's going to be a point total, 100 bips for the rest of 2024. And it just makes you wonder, man. You look at this stuff and you're just like, wow, man. These people just basically saying, you know what, this is the price of money right here. We're going to control it. And this is why I love Bitcoin so much. You don't have to worry about that stuff. So, I don't know, man. I'm just so sick and tired of playing the Fiat games. I really am. I'm really sick of it, man. That's why I put everything, all my savings into Bitcoin. Because I get frustrated because, of course you have to earn in Fiat. And again, we're in a transition period in these next couple of decades, I believe, going from the world reserve currency of the U.S. dollar to the new standard in Bitcoin, and also central bank digital currency is going to be a big money situation. Our people are going to be enslaved, man. It really is. So, but yeah, there was a rumor that Donald Trump had a bomb threat. I think it was Long Island, outside of his rally. A lot of people saying it's fake or whatever. I don't know, but it's just like, the way the mainstream media just moves on from this stuff and just doesn't care about it. It's crazy. And I was listening to Candace Owens on Piers Morgan with Cenk Uygur and the other guy. I think he's a military man, and Chunk Yogurt was just going ballistic, man. These people with TDS they don't even think straight. Like, oh my God, this guy is just so unhinged. Like, the left really think, and I'm not trying to make this a left or right thing, but the people on the left really think that the people on the right, or MAGA in more particular, are the one that's causing all the political violence in this country. I mean, again, objectively speaking, how do they measure that? How do you measure violence politically? Do you measure it by how many people got killed, how much damage monetarily, how it ruined people's lives? Because if that's the case, by every metric, it's the left with the BLM riots. Remember the Summer of Love, and remember the peaceful, what is it? Something mostly peaceful. You know what I'm talking about. The stuff was on fire. I forget the saying. I'm tired. You know what I'm talking about. And leave it in the comments. And you got that, and then you got Antifa taking over city blocks in Seattle. Antifa has been found in Georgia about, like a militia and, trying to take over the police. They hate police, and then everything against the police officers and defunding the police and the Roe v. Wade riots and then the Palestinian riots. And what do they talk about? January 6th. And if you break down January 6th, I mean, there's just so many holes in that. It's crazy. Again, I'm not saying nothing happened. Of course something happened, but let's just say I think this January 6th in 2025 will make that look like a picnic. I really do. And speaking of Trump, Trump bought a burger today. Happy Burger Day, by the way. He bought a burger today with Bitcoin. You guys hear about that? And a crypto friendly bar out there in New York City. He bought some Bitcoin. That's a big deal, man. A lot of people that are not really into Bitcoin, like savings and stuff like that, to know that you can transact in it, because you can, because it's a peer-to-peer money. That's a great thing, man. It is. And a lot of people are mad. Speaking of Trump, a lot of people are mad at Trump for doing the shit coinery, because they launched some kind of altcoin the other day. Yesterday, I think it was. Yesterday was Constitution Day. Happy belated Constitution Day. And, and all people get mad at him. Oh, why is he doing this and this, that, and the third? I mean, I don't buy him personally. I don't, endorse him or anything like that as far as like altcoins and stuff. But hey, this is a free market. This is America. If you want to do it, hey, go ahead. I believe you should. I think people should buy altcoins. Number one is because it shows people that there's another way besides the U.S. dollar, and it shows them how the fiat currency is messed up, and maybe they'll send them on a rabbit hole about gold and silver and what really inflation is. And two, like I said, it's a free market. I'm a capitalist. I'm all about having choice and not making fiat currency or the U.S. dollar or any kind of money mandatory for us to spend and transact in and make or earn it. I just think let the market decide that. So I'm a capitalist with that. And third, and most important, I would say about 90% of Bitcoiners started off shitcoining. I did. I know a lot of people that did, and I quickly or slowly found out within a couple of months that this was no big deal, and I just went off, sold them, and put it all into Bitcoin. So if somebody wants to get into an altcoin or start an altcoin or learn about those kind of coins, hey, I got no problem with it. I personally don't do it, but again, it's a free market, and I think people should be able to dabble into it and let the market decide. But again, people are throwing the baby out with the bathwater. When they talk about Trump doing this, they're not talking about the good stuff that he does. I mean, look what he's doing. He's talking about, going around the banks. He talks about the central banks being bad and inflation and, stuff like that. Yes, he wants to pump up the dollar. Of course, he's the president of the United States of America. He wants to be. So, of course, he wants to do that. But he knows this stuff is crooked. That's why he that's why he ran for president. So, for you guys to, not you guys, but people to get mad at him for wanting to, mess with the NFTs and the altcoins and have his own coin. Again, he did NFTs a couple years ago. I wasn't mad at him about that. Let him do what he has to do. And he's a supporter of Bitcoin. Again, he bought some Bitcoin. I mean, he used Bitcoin today to transact with the burger, and that was cool. And again, Bitcoin already won the race, guys. Bitcoin has won the money race. Is a cryptocurrency going to be able to do other things and stuff like that on the blockchain and stuff? Sure. But as far as money goes, there's only one winner, man. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, if you want to help out the channel, links are below. If you want to, because Bitcoin pumped, but it's still 1,600 Satoshis for $1. Forget the big price. Just go on there. Sign up with a Bitcoin-only company. If you want to help yourself out, use the links below. You'll get $5 and $10 free with Strike and Swan, respectively. And then you'll be helping out the channel, of course, but also you'll be helping yourself out by getting, $10 free. That's what, 16,000 Satoshis, and $5 free is 8,000 Satoshis for free. Support the Bitcoin network. Get yourself some Satoshis, and be on your way, man. I look at this stuff, and of course I think it's going to be a pullback. I'm not looking at anything, obviously, when it comes to Bitcoin prices until we know for sure that everything's going to be solid and everybody's going to be happy and know that things, you know, are going to be smooth sailing, or know what's going to happen once the election is over. With Bitcoin, I think it's just going to range anywhere between 57 and 65,000 maybe, or 55, 65,000 at the most, at the lowest. And I think it's going to range in between there, but we'll see. We will see. But despite the nonsense with Jerome Powell, the liar, the wizard of the Fed, lying to us and controlling our money supply and controlling how much we pay for money and how much money's or liquidity is in the system. Despite all that, we got a system now that bypasses all that. You know what I mean? It's a great system. It's not ran by any man. It's a decentralized, literally a decentralized situation. If you run your own node, go to the Bitcoin way. There's a link down there. They'll set you up with a Bitcoin node to help. Bitcoin node not only help to the Bitcoin ecosystem, but to verify your transactions. Don't trust verify, guys. It's a decentralized, not one computer you can take down. I run a Bitcoin node. Some of you guys run a Bitcoin node. If they get shut down today, it's still going to work. It's not a centralized point of failure. It's the strongest computing network in the world with all the miners and all the nodes around this world, man. It's absolutely, it's an incredible system, And if you don't know what I'm talking about, here's a hint. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.